Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. So today is going to be the last podcast of 2022. And what I thought would be great is just to have a little bit of a wrap up of the year. For all the people who've been listening over the last year, last couple of years, or however long you've been a part of this podcast. And I want to just talk through a few of the highlights, a few of the lows, and a few of the just bits and pieces that have really made 2022 a very, very, very interesting year. So this year for Summit Strength has been absolutely huge. It has been the biggest year that we've ever had. It has seen dramatic growth in a huge amount of areas. It's had some massive, massive, massive highs and things I'm incredibly proud of. It's had some pretty dramatic lows in certain situations, and there's been a lot of learning and a lot of great stuff. To start with, we have worked in 2022 alone. We have directly helped over 150 hikers all around the world to help improve their hiking. So this has been ranged from people who, are looking to just get fit for their first overnight hike or their first day hike. We've helped loads of hikers overcome different aches, pains, or come back from various injuries and get back on the trail. And we've helped so many hikers tackle off crazy adventures all around the world in Australia, New Zealand, America, Canada, over all through Europe, some in Antarctica. And we've helped people all around the world do some amazing things. And it's been absolutely fantastic to see. And on top of that, beyond the people we've directly helped and directly coached and directly trained, we've helped thousands of other hikers through our free content and ideas, through this podcast, through our email newsletter, through our Facebook group, through our Instagram, all of that. And I've had so many awesome messages, awesome emails, awesome responses from hikers through this year, just all the cool stuff they've done, even if we haven't directly been working with them, which has been just amazing to see. Now, on top of that, another massive highlight for this year is we've really built out and expanded the Summit Strength team and the Summit Strength family, in the sense that, for the first few years of me running this business, running Summit Strength, doing this podcast, I was kind of doing almost everything myself. I was doing all the enrollment calls, I was doing all the coaching, I was doing all the programming, I was doing all the marketing, I was doing all the accounting. And for anyone who's around their own business, they can know it gets pretty overwhelming at certain stages. And this year's been amazing. I've just had the opportunity to really build out our team. We have had people working with us casually or part-time, in previous years, but this year we've taken on, Andrea, who's stepped up into our coaching role and she's been taking on clients. We've had Lee, who's stepped up into a coaching role, who's been, taking on people and helping on that front. We've had Lavinia step up into our enrollment team, and she's helping a lot of people sort of take those first steps with Summit Strength. And it's been just amazing to be able to get these fantastic people, these absolutely wonderful people to work with, and have them a part of the team. So we can keep on growing, keep on expanding, and just deliver what we're delivering, which has been amazing. Another massive highlight of this year is, we've dramatically improved our service. And one of the things I always wanted to do when we first started Summit Strength was I wanted to create the single best service around training for hiking anywhere in the world. And every single year, every single month, every single week almost since I've been running Summit Strength, I've strived to help build out this business, increase our services, make what we offer so much better. But there did come a point in the Summit Strength journey, which sort of happened at this time early this year, where we got a lot of growth. We had a lot of hikers reaching out to us, a lot of people working with us. And some of the things we were doing previously and the stuff that I was offering previously, it just wasn't holding up to what I wanted to do. So this year has been a massive year of just improving our services. We've massively upgraded our education series and all the education that we give our clients who work through one of our programs. We've massively upgraded our coaching systems and the certain systems and routines that we use as our coaching staff to help our hikers. We've added specialist calls to our weekly roster where we have specialists come on and talk about gear things and gear strategies and nutrition strategies and things that I don't really consider myself an expert in, but we've taken specialists on board and we've added all these cool things to our service, which has been absolutely amazing. And then a couple of personal highlights for me, which, you probably heard me talk through the podcast, you've been listening for a while. I managed to go overseas for the first time while running Summit Strength and have everything running without me, which was huge, which was amazing. Because previously I've gone on extended hikes, I've disappeared for a week or whatever it may be, but kind of everything's just sort of stopped. And I've just set up my hikers, set up my clients so they know what they're doing, and everything's kind of just sort of stopped while I've been away. But we've gotten to the point this year, now we have such an amazing team around us where I could go overseas for a couple of weeks. I had to go over for a wedding over to the States, and everything ran without me, which was amazing. And nothing fell apart, which is even better. And then last, but definitely not least, is I got married, and that was such a massive highlight in my life. So 2022 has actually had some incredible highlights. But to say that, it definitely hasn't all been happy days. It definitely hasn't all been high after high after high, because in amongst all those highs, there have been quite a few pretty serious lows as well. And I know, quite often we just skip over these. We don't like to talk about them, but I definitely, there have been a few lows that have come across everything. In all honesty, 2022 has probably been the most stressful year of my life, for so many different reasons. Through Summit Strength for various different reasons, through personal stuff, through, life stuff and all of this. And the stress this year has been absolutely huge, and it has begun to affect me in a number of ways. And so I have been having to be really seriously considering how I'm going to manage that, moving forward. And that has been something I've struggled with throughout the year. Another kind of low that we've sort of, seen this year is, at this point in my life, I'm having a lot of friends and close friends move away, which has added a little bit to the stress because, for all of us, we know we have our support systems, people that we're in our life that sort of, help us get through day to day and we enjoy being with and this and that. And this year, quite a that, those people have moved away, which has been, a little bit disappointing. Exciting for them, but obviously disappointing for me. And then also on top of that, as any business, and particularly any business online, we have met our fair share of nasty people on the internet, which, I don't know, it drives me mental sometimes. And it really does do my head of just the lovely people you meet online and that you attract with an online business. So that's been something that's been good fun dealing with through the year. And in amongst all that, there's probably plenty more lows that I've gone through and we've gone through as a business. But, I'm not going to get bogged down in that. Because wrapping up, through this year, we have had an awesome year. We've made really great breakthroughs for the business, really great breakthroughs for the hikers. We have made plenty of mistakes and we haven't been perfect. There's a lot of things that have come up and it's just been a massive year in so many different ways. And looking back on 22, it has been crazy. But looking back on all of this, I really do know one thing, and this is kind of where you guys come into the equation, you, the listener. Because without you, the people actually listening to this podcast, the people actually watching my content, people actually engaging with Summit Strength, none of this would be possible. I would not have the opportunity to wake up every day and put my time, my attention, my energy into something that, I genuinely love doing. I love helping hikers. I love working through Summit Strength. I love creating what we're creating. Without you, the listener, I would not be able to create and provide, jobs for my staff. I would not be able to provide what I really think is an awesome working environment where we can provide flexible, good paying jobs for people who really deserve them. And without you, that wouldn't be possible. Without you, I wouldn't be able to continuously upgrade our service. And without that, I would be sure that in 2 years, 3 years from now, we would be just dinosaurs when it comes to this. And I never want to be like that. I want to continually increase and upgrade and improve our service, and you make that possible. And in all honesty, without you, the listener, I would not be able to have the freedom in my life to actually spend time with my wife. And as much as I work crazy hours, I'm not stuck in a gym working the silly hours that the fitness industry is known for, and not having to wake up at 5 and not wake up next to my wife, and not having to work until 9 o'clock at night because we're working out of a gym where people are finishing off work and all of that. Like, I don't have to do that, which is just, for me, is amazing. So from the bottom of my heart, I really want to say a massive thank you to all of you listening to this, to those who listen and support this podcast, to those who interact with my content, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, and the email newsletter, whether it's or whatever it may be. To those of us who talked about what we do to others, maybe recommending this podcast, sharing our content, or just talking about what we do. And of course, to those who have trusted us with their training and their fitness to help us try in our way to help improve your abilities to hike, improve your performance, your comfort, your confidence on the trail. So all in all, I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone listening for being a part of this journey. I really do appreciate every single one of you, even if there's many people I've never talked to, never interacted. The fact that you're listening to this now just means so much to me. So thank you so much for being a part of this journey in 2022. And I'm really, really looking forward to what 2023 holds for us all with our hiking, with our training, with our adventures, and with our lives. So thank you so much for listening today. Thank you so much for such an incredible year. And I'm really, really looking forward to moving this all forward and coming up with some awesome podcasts, awesome training, awesome adventures in the new year. So thank you once again. I hope you have a fantastic end to the year, and we'll talk to you come 2023. Bye.